Alright, welcome back to another Nier Replicant video. And in the last video, all I did was side quests. That wasn't on purpose. I just got lost in all the side quests I had to do. So for this video, I will only be doing the main quest, the main story. Yeah, this looked like a forest of myth. Trees everywhere, moss,
It sure is quiet
foggy.
here.
Such silence bodes ill. There's trouble on the way. I'm certain of it.
You know, a little optimism now and then wouldn't hurt, Vice.
Yeah,
Such cheek.
what? Did I see something back here? No, I did not. People living here. Okay. Magic capsule.
Beware.
Oh, you're the mayor?
Beware the words.
The words? What do you mean?
Contagious words.
The Black Scroll? Is that what you're talking
Those
about?
who dream.
Those who dream?
Hold a moment. There is a strange new sensation in my mind.
Wise voice rose in quizzical way.
It is not quizzical.
What?
What's going on?
What is it? The villager's body shudders as he slowly opens his eyes.
Perhaps we should start by asking this man.
What's up with this black box?
Who are you?
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
The mayor stared at Jaeger and
If you can
Wise.
speak to me,
I'll never remember his name. I'll keep messing
I
it up.
must have caught you in my dream.
In your dream?
The mayor explained. In the past week, a mysterious disease called Death Dream has spread across the forest of myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. The village mayor has determined the Death Dream has spread from person to person by spoken words. Before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. Oh, great. What the? Wyatt stared at the mayor with his mouth twitching
Now
slightly.
see here. Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
Great.
Well, yes. I think you have.
In other words, we've caught the death dream?
Son of a gun. Well, the mayor could confirm Jaeger's suspicion. Wise exploded with rage.
Ridiculous. Preposterous. Completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
That's just how the death dream works.
So polite, the mayor clearly is trying to brush aside the book's remarks.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
The mayor twisted his mouth into an embarrassing grimace, then quickly changed the subject to who Jaeger has seen and what they had discussed since coming to the village.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream. A certain conversation, a specific word, something.
Dream, maybe? Jaeger and Wise racked their brains but could find no easy solution. There were simply too many words to consider, too much random chatter, too many meaningless conversations.
Grimoire Vice does not engage in meaningless conversations.
Yes, you do. The mere suggestion that Wise chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his
It does
pride.
not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator.
Hey, fuck you.
It has demolished it utterly.
Irritated Wise looked skyward as if searching for answers in the heavens.
I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut him off. The anger created by his harsh words bled over to Jaeger like a contagion. And, yeah. Wait, said Jaeger suddenly. Did somebody just say contagion? I'm probably saying that wrong. I get to feel like I am. Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, that villager just villager told us to watch out for contagious words, right? The mayor leaned forward with renewed interest, pushing a startled Wise aside in the process. I need my glasses. Fuck. Where are they? I need my glasses. Fuck this. He must have said something, right? Asked the mayor. Some specific combination of words? What was it? It was about dreaming or something that dreams. Or... oh, what the hell was it? A sheep? Cried White, suddenly blurting out the first thing that popped into his head. The others stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thought, Jaeger's face suddenly lit up. I remember, he said. Those who dream. That's what he said, I'm sure of it. At this, the mayor produced a thick sheaf of paper from his pocket. He flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval at Jaeger. That sounds right, he said, as stray sheets of paper fluttered to the ground. My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. How much more reading am I gonna have to do? The mayor shook his head, his worn pencil stub tracing lines across the lone piece of paper. Why give me this black screen if you're just gonna do one lines? For the last month, I've done nothing but study the disease we call the death dream, he said. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect people from whatever comes along. But I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused, a grimace crossing his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Wise immediately fired back. He doesn't speak! Why do I gotta read all this? I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams, he said, but perhaps we should bend your efforts to escape this place instead of trying to understand it. The mayor's hand tightened around the pencil, snapping off the tip. I tried to escape. From the very first moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream, I've been looking for a way out, but I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it. Whoops. He paused for a moment. His unfocused eyes started staring at nothing. My village was beautiful, he said to no one in particular, and it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once this disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of the lives. Oh my god. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. I won't stop trying until it happens. Jaeger nodded in agreement. Oh, wait a second. I didn't nod. Huh? Look, if we can be of any help, said Jaeger, just ask. Now hold on, I did not just say that. Silence, cried Weiss. The grimoire looked from Jaeger to the mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimoire-wise face is always confident. Thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor. You told us nothing can exist in the stream without your knowing of it. But yet you seem surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The mayor slowly raised his head, realization drawing on his face. Oh my god, he said. You're right. You're right. I had no idea you were coming. The human imagination is a limitless engine, said Wise. And dreams are fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you, said the mayor. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required. We are as eager as you to be done with this place. The mayor suddenly, as if he could breathe again, he'd almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck, you two, he called at the departing forms of Jaeger and Wise. We're counting on you. As Jaeger slowly faded into the misty forest, the mayor was struck by a sense of deja vu. Saw this man once before, he thought, but where? Jaeger's mood darkened as he trudged along the forest. Hours earlier, when the beauty of the place was still a new thing, he's been confident they could get in, find the exit. I'm getting tired of reading. No? What is this? This music. Alright. I gotta keep reading, but the deeper they went, the more the forest closed in around him. The mist made it difficult to see more than the foot in any direction. And the moss-covered rock seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once he'd been forced to steady himself on the rough bark of tree, and his hands now left small trails of blood on everything he touched. What? Additionally, Wise was proven to be spectacularly poor travel companion. Unhindered by either terrain or physical effort, he spent most of his time urging Jaeger to pick up the pace and grumbling about their slow progress. Fuck you. Finally, after Wise muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, Jaeger snapped. Can I hear his voice again? I'd rather him speak than me. Fuck. Okay, Wise. Cram it for a second, would you? You don't have to walk. Jaeger leaned against the tree and tried to stretch the knot from his back. How could this stupid forest be so big? He muttered to himself. Was this in the main game? I wondered. The moment the words crumbled from his mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life. Every imaginable form of buzz, click, hiss roared out at a volume that rattled his teeth. Jaeger slapped his hand over his ear, screamed to be heard. Weiss! What's going on? But he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. The insects screamed, the forest howled. And then, just as Jaeger's ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go for cover, the sound diminished. Hesitantly, he removed the hands from his left ear and listened to the creatures of the wood. Fuck that. Absolutely not. No. Not gonna happen. As the insect symphony dimmed from decibel to decimal, Jaeger began to detect a pattern in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise, it's something else. Oh boy, is it Morse code? The insects weren't just calling out, they were asking questions. Huh? One with it is lacking, two with it is ideal. No, fuck, this isn't a question, this is a riddle. Three with it is dangerous. What is it? I have no fucking idea. Buy my pages, is this a riddle? I guess so. I mean, it feels sort of forced. But maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Then I leave it to you to answer. One is lacking, two is ideal, three is dangerous. What is it? The answer is a secret? Yeah, seesaw. How should I know? Is it over? What happened? Oh, I have to pick. Oh, fuck. Alright. I'll go with secret. Inwardly furious that Weiss left that task to him, Jaeger sighed and gave the only answer to that that made sense. It's a secret. Right? The sound of the insect stopped as sudden as it began. The forest undergrowth parted before Jaeger like a rippling wave, opening a new path. These forest anthropods are making a road for us. Whoa. Weiss with glee? I wish I could hear what he sounds like with glee. Pleased as the passing of the test, Jaeger moved on with a new intensity. The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on the path, their journey had a purpose. I guess the forest has accepted us, huh? Said Jaeger after a bit. Weiss spun around to face his companion. Do not mistake the will of the forest for some happy pet you can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path leads. As Weiss finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest spring. Smiling, Jaeger picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens, said Weiss. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left behind came together to form words. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Ah, fuck, another riddle. Absurdly easy, barked Weiss. Now answer it. Jaeger gritted his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion. He's right, after all, this one is pretty easy. I enter through the window, but I break no break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Sunlight? Sunlight! A plume of water suddenly burst from the spring. Sunlight filtered through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. In all my eyes, what? Whoa. In all my years, said Wise softly, I've never seen such a sight. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intentions of this place. Hey, look, cried Jaeger, awakening Wise from his daze. In the house there's something over there. Glancing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, oh, we're friends? Wise saw a small cottage nestled among the trees. That's weird, isn't it, Wise? I mean, who would build a house all the way out here? Are we still in the dream? I don't feel like we're escaping this. Jaeger walked over, pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked open, and a small man peered out, his body cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. Began Jaeger. But before he could get any further, the cloaked man held a hand out up and began speaking. Ah, fuck, another riddle. I have 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. What am I? Fuck if I know. Jaeger tried to ask the cloaked man who he was and what he was doing, but he simply repeated the question. If we wish to engage this man in conversation, said Wise, it seems we must answer his riddle. Yeah, I suppose, said Jaeger. Well, at least it's an easy one. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. What? A man, a demon, an angel? I can't be man. It gotta be one of these. 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, and night 3? Angels have wings, demons have wings. What legs? 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, and the night with 3. And an angel? As the words were spoken, Jaeger found himself covered in a snow of perfect white feathers. A warm, gentle feeling ran up his spine as a creature of unimaginable beauty shimmered into existence. Well, yeah, it's an angel. We're stuck in this dream. We ain't ever getting out. Jaeger found himself unable to hold back tears as he began hearing voices. What? As the being's voice ran out. Jesus. You are incorrect. Please make another choice. Fuck. A demon. As soon as the words were spoken, the forest began to swirl around me. I can barely hear myself speak because of how loud. Jesus Christ. What was that? As soon as the words were spoken, the forest began to swirl around them. Leaves browned and fell from the tree. Branches withered and died. Tall green grass shriveled into dark curls of ash. Suddenly, a massive demon appeared before Jaeger, unleashed a tremendous roar. Wrong. Try again. But it better be a man. If it's not right, I'm gonna lose it. The mist dissolved from the cloaked figure as he spoke a single word. Correct. What? With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity. You're the mayor? Fuck you, mayor. The small man slowly shook his head. I am not the mayor you know. Now listen to my words. Long ago, I saw a version of you that was not yourself. What? will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the Death Dream. Now you must go to the person at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. Rude. As Jaeger watched, the mist seeped up from the ground and enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence. When Jaeger and Weiss returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet, and scrambled over to them. Good gravy. What? You made it. You actually made it back. His left hand grasped Jaeger and pumped it so fiercely it threatened to dislodge from the socket. Jesus. While his right seized Weiss by cover and swung him through the air. Holy crap, this can't. Was this really in the original? God, by the heavens, stop shaking me, you fool. We have not even told you if we were successful or not. The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Jaeger withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. We broke the Death Dream seal, he said. At least I think we did. The mayor's face beamed at Jaeger, filled him in on the detail. I'm getting tired of this. My throat's getting dry. When the tale was done, the three of them laid down on the forest ground and fell asleep. Jaeger cocked his head back. Okay, hang on a second. This is crazy. Why would we just lay down and go to sleep? Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place is futile itself. Ah, great. Jaeger and the mayor immediately reclined atop the grassy earth. Have you forgotten? Continued Weiss. It is words that control the Death Dream, words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, then sleep we shall. And once we do, the story will continue. With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breath slowing. This is the first time, began the mayor, first time I felt tired since I was imprisoned here. His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more. They might have slept for hours or a year. When they awoke, things had a slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear that they had awakened from their dream. Thank Christ. Jaeger shook the mayor's shoulder gently. Good news, he said. I think we made it. Oh wow, the mayor, in an odd voice. Odd? I'm not saying that right. We did, I'm back. He blinked once and then again, as if not quite believing the sight before him. You two had no idea how much this means. The Death Dream was spreading through our village and I wanted to, well, I thought I could, figure out how to stop it. But I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and become trapped in my own dream. The mayor started to stand, then collapsed back to the earth. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked, then glanced at Jaeger and shrugged. Without a word, the young man reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. Real life may take some getting used to, said the mayor as a wry smile crossed his lips. You shall relearn in short order, I am sure, said Weiss. For now, you should return home and rest. No, said the mayor, swaying on his unsteady feet. No, I cannot. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the Death Dream. I will save them. You will get stuck in there again. The mayor slowly made his way to the divine tree in the center of the village. Ooh, then bowed his head and prayed silently. This is the holy tree, he explained when the prayer was finished. It's the guardian of our village history and memories. Superstition will only make our mission harder, muttered Wise. We should not put our faith in the gods. The mayor shook his head. Not the gods, the words. Legends say that the tree is home to a powerful magic known as a sealed verse. I'm gonna have to kill this tree. Oh no. Jaeger and Weiss could not contain their surprise. It seemed a goal had been found in the most unexpected of places. I say, muttered Weiss, this is certainly a stroke of luck. As the three of them said their goodbyes, Jaeger mentioned the strange man who had given them the three riddles and the mysterious words he had left them with. I am getting tired of this. I once saw a version of you that was not yourself, muttered the mayor. What in the world does that mean? Lost in thought, he stared into space for a long moment. You know, he said softly, this is going to sound odd, but I had a feeling I'd seen you before. Jaeger tried to keep a straight face and failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. Deja vu, right? Anyway. I figured it's some kind of illusion created by the death dream. It probably doesn't mean anything. Jaeger gave the mayor a nod and smiled, but inward his thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. Are we still in the dream? Fuck, what exactly is going on here? The riddle would prove to be most difficult one after all.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you, God. And to think that I was gonna put this along with the side quest video, that was never gonna happen.
Now I can finally return to a normal life.
How long was that? That was roughly 30 minutes.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
Dark execution. What the fuck? Summon magic. Oh, okay.
For a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort.
Really? It took a lot of effort from me.
Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me. It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
Don't overthink advice.
Alright.
Now I can finally return to a normal life.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
Okay. Quest. I will take it and do it later.
This person must be dreaming too.
Don't you fucking
It
dare.
would appear that way, yes.
Hell no. Oh my god. How many are there? Okay, so there's two. How many are left? Is it just them? It's just them. Okay. Should I do it? Let me save. Fuck it. I don't want to do it later. Is this what this video is gonna be? Is it just gonna be me reading? Fuck. Yeah, enter his dream. Fuck it.
Can't say I'm very excited to go back there. That dream world sort of creeps me out.
Perhaps you should spend less time complaining and more time getting on with the mission.
Fuck you, Wise.
Yeah.
Please don't make me beat again. Make me fight something. Oh. I breathe air scented with death and resist the urge to laugh, for I know it will sound like the words of a madman. How long have I been in this fresh hell? Fresh hell. My box, my prison, is tucked beneath the stairway in a long, unused catacombs of some infinite castle. Outside, I hear the sound of a funeral, that plays without end. Light has no place here. Windows are Wind is a forgotten friend. I pray for death to come, but he has forsaken me. Time passes, and eternity slips by in a single tick of the clock. Someone knocks on my prison. Anyone there? I hear an unfamiliar voice say, "My savior." I claw at the door of my jail, embedding thick splinters underneath my ragged nails. I scream for help. I laugh. I sob. Surely this is a product of my addled mind? Surely it cannot be true. Help me, I cry. For the love of all the gods, help me. Impossibly, I hear the sounds of a lock being torn out and falling to the floor. As the door slowly creaks open, I have just enough time to see a silver-haired boy in a floating book before the light pours inside. Ah, okay. My eyes, accustomed to the blackness, explode with pain, and I am forced to turn away. Who are you? I ask, shaking hands covering my face. What? Shaking hands covering my face. How have you come to this place? I'm getting sick of reading, though. I'm Grimoire Weiss. This is Jaeger. Long have we been searching for you. Now come, stand. We shall awaken from this nightmare together. The one known as Jaeger extends his hands and pulls me from the cell. That easy? Though my eyes are slow to adjust to freedom, my eyes, Jesus, glasses ain't helping for nothing. My ears are keen as ever, and they recognize the, sounds of heavy rain. I've never thought to hear that again, I whisper. Would that this were not such a terrible storm, said Grimoire Weiss. Look at your feet. I force my eyes open and see water flowing around my ankles and lapping at my shins. And there's so much of it. Yes, and more comes each moment we delay. If we do not make good on our escape, we shall all drown in this castle. We know you are weak, but you are our only hope to survive this place. Time, that long-forgotten friend, made itself known again. I nodded my head and swore to save my rescuers, no matter the cost. The castle catacombs are a maze, twisting upon themselves like an endless entrails of a giant. What? Oh. Are they gonna show me something? Damn you. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed north. Okay. Oh. Whoops. And at the end of the corridor, I find a row of 20 gorgeous canopied beds resting atop a carpet of velvet. All are covered in a thick layer of dust and cobwebs. 20? Searching for the door to the next room, I come upon a shapeless mass of gray matter. It has been shoved against the side of the wall, and despite my fever, I think I see the outlines of a door just beyond. When I reach out a finger and touch a piece of the mass, it turns to dust and drifts away on the wind. Realization slowly dawns, and I fall to my knees and weep. Corpses. Oh, gray matter. Ugh. Corpses. I face a mountain of charred, crumbled corpses. Charred? What? Aren't we drowning or something? Huh. I look from it to the beds and back again until the hard dawns full upon me. What? Someone has piled these bodies into a tower and set them ablaze. Okay. Whether they were alive or dead, I do not know. Insanity will not permit me to consider the pros- hmm, proposition further. I almost read that word so wrong. I make a sound, whether scream or laughter, I cannot be certain. Then my mind grants me merciful blackness, and I find myself opening the door and leaving that most terrible of rooms. I squint down the dim corridors. I went north. If I go south, it just brings me back, no? So, east? East and the north. Fuck. And then west. At the end of the path, a row of heavy wooden casks lie on their sides in a dark chamber. What the fuck is a cask? I know what a casket is, unless that's what that means. Doubtless they are filled with wine. Oh, whoops! I should have just kept reading. And my thirst roars to life. I cannot remember the last time my parched throat had relief. I scramble to the first cask and pull frantically at the cork. The theft of a few cups mean nothing, I tell myself. The cask will be ruined by the flood regardless. Finally, the cork surrenders to my attack, and thick red liquid bursts from... I don't know if you want to drink that. You don't know if that's wine? Yeah, exactly. There's no wine, it's just blood still warm from the body. Whether animal or something else, I cannot say. It'll probably be the bodies downstairs. A foul liquid soon mixes with the rising flood water, creating a warmth that laps against my thighs. By all the gods, all the rest of these cats filled with blood as well. I lack the courage to confirm my suspicion. Disgust quickly becomes fear as I turn to flee. But my weakened legs betray me, sending me toppling over into the red ocean below. The smell of death is everywhere. It threatens to consume me. I must escape this hell. Crawling on all fours like an animal, holding back screams lest any foulness enter my mouth. I lurch forward through the red water and out of the room to freedom. I go to east. And go west. East again. East. At the end of the path. I find myself at a great hall with only the sounds of rain for comfort. Waterlogged red carpet squishes beneath my feet as I approach the center of the room. Once there, I behold a beautiful dining table upon which rest china and silverware of the finest construction, as well as the remains of fantastic feast. As my eyes continue to adjust, I see many chairs surrounding the table, each holding a dinner guest. Noticing movement, I approach the chair at the table head, but as the truth of the matter dawns on me, I recoil in horror. Is it a body? Yep. The host of this feast is a corpse, as are all the invited guests. An army of foul, wriggling insects have made homes in their remains. And this is the movement I saw. I'm getting tired of reading. This is supposed to be action, 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 instead I'm just reading dialogue. This one splendid feast was now nothing more than a requiem for the damned. I take a moment to steady my shaking hands and slowly back away from the table. Desperate to lose sight of the abomination before me, my gaze lands on the chair upon which the dead were seated. This is a mistake, for the chairs prove to be even more terrible than the feast itself. Each one is covered in a layer of spikes that run from the seat up the back and down the arms. What kind of torture castle are we in? This explains the color of the carpet beneath my feet. I can only pray that the unfortunate diners were dead when the meal began. Or if not, It is a simple task to envision the agonizing screams that must have sprung forth from their mouths. My mind grasped frantically at the possibility that these souls had committed some terrible crime for which this was their punishment. Though in truth, I suspect they had committed no crime at all. There would be no tomorrow for these unfortunates. This was their last supper. We go north. The water has risen to my chin, now laps greedily at my mouth and nose. "You dumb bat," shouted Jaeger. He surely desires to say more, but the rest of the insult is cut short by the rising water. The wise, wet and tattered, floated on the water's surface. Fuck you, book. It is already too late for him. This wasn't how it was supposed to end. Did I choose wrong? What? I didn't know I could choose wrong. Oh, that's some bullshit. Oh, that is some fucking bullshit. Where's this asshole? You.
This
It's
can't.
perhaps.
Yeah.
I will only be reading if the dialogue is different. Otherwise, fuck this. Fuck this game. Fuck it, we go south. We go north. I'm going south. I didn't pick south. All of the other ones. Okay, I'm getting the feeling I can have to pick. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, we died. Wait. This is fucking stupid. Oh my god, I fucking hate this game.
It's perhaps.
Am I really gonna have to look up a fucking tutorial on which way I'm supposed to go? Because this dog shit ass is fucking. Okay, I'm getting frustrated. I don't even remember the options I picked. It was just blind luck that I got as far as I did the first time. I feel like I was almost there too. God fucking yeah, fuck it. I'm looking up a tutorial. Oh, I hate this game. Ooh. God damn it. Okay. I believe I found the answers. Let's give it a try. Fuck you, villager.
Can't. Perhaps. Yeah.
I read all that just to fucking die. I thought it was guaranteed to just, you know, get through. But no, fuck it. I thought I died again because I wasn't paying attention. North. We go east. Then we go north again. We go east. Okay, this is the dining room. Okay. Yep. Torture. Got it. And then we go north again. Against all hope, we make it to the front of the door. Break it down, someone cries. And so I give myself to the effort. In tandem with Jaeger and Grimoire Wise, I slam my body against the thick, sturdy door. On the third try, it gives way. And we find ourselves prone on the ground outside the castle. So the storm is in retreat. Clouds above still dark and foreboding. But to the west, I can see a thin shimmer of sunlight. trying to break through. How can I thank you? I cry as tears join the rain on my cheek. I would surely have died in there. Looking down, I suddenly noticed that my dress isn't. Oh, you're a girl. And sheepishly try to cover my exposed skin. Your dress, ex-wife? Then you are a woman, madam? I am. I proffer the two a smile. Proffer. I suppose that comes as something of a surprise, seeing as how I only existed in the form and the words. Man, this fucking sucks. I'm gonna have to go talk to the other guys too. I can see that the one known as Jaeger is disappointed that the torn dress will be given no further description. But he hides it well. With a nod and a shrug, the three of us set forth to our awakening. But behind us, an awakening of another kind is taking place. What? Oh. Black smoke fills the abandoned castle, proving countless damned souls inside with their final shroud. After a moment, the castle windows shatter with a mighty roar. A fresh breeze blows through the hallways and corridors, clearing the smoke away for good. As we watch in awe, uncountable black shadows slowly flicker to light. Shades crossing to and fro in front of the broken windows. The castle's dead have awakened to their new life as shades, but the shades are people.
You have anything to say about that?
Hopefully there will be no labyrinth next time.
Well,
I hear that.
Thank you so much for saving me.
you have a voice.
I never want to have a dream like that again.
I'd be afraid to go to sleep at all.
Thank you so...
Alright. Thinking about making this its own video, because
And another victim. This
Fuck this
work
place.
certainly is trying.
this better not be another fucking labyrinth.
I figured a book like you would be into all this word stuff, Vice.
Even I have my exceptions. Now let's be off.
Oh my god. A colony of massive sculptures was visible in the distance, their tall forms scraping against the sky. What? Weiss and Jaeger had never seen such a sight, and their eyes widened as they tried to take it in.
Those buildings must be huge if we can see
Oh,
them
they're
from
buildings.
this far away.
Okay.
What do you think, Vice?
The skyscraper. As Weiss considered... Wait a minute, he just spoke. Why can't he speak through all of this? As Weiss considered his answer, the sun beat down on them with renewed ferocity.
Perhaps they are some manner of mirage.
Under this heat, a mirage or two would hardly be an unexpected sight. Jaeger nodded and wiped the sweat off his brow, leaving a trail of sand in its place. He thought he'd never been so thirsty. I'm listening to the music. I need a break. Alright. The ancient road on which they walked was black and cracked with age. Sounds like asphalt. Here and there, thin wisps of grass pushed through the rocky surface, as if defying those who had laid this material down over their home. The heat reflecting from the road made Jaeger lightheaded. His feet hurting, he crouched down to rest. I didn't know how much longer I can do this. Is someone playing a joke on us, or what? The complaining had already begun. Weiss tried not to let his eyes roll too much. A joke, he said. No, joke. Oh, wait, what? I read that wrong. No joke. This road leads to the city of art. What? Perhaps the path itself is simply some manner of grand artistic work. Fuck that. That ain't no artistic work, this is torture. You just sound very sure of yourself there. Perhaps not, but thinking of it this way might make it easier for you to bear. Jaeger glanced at Weiss' grin face, shook his head, and resumed walking. As time passed, Jaeger's feet grew more painful, and his throat dried than he had thought possible. He tried not to look further than the next step ahead, because the bright sunlight made him hesitate to trust his own senses. We are definitely getting closer, said Weiss in an effort to cheer his companion. Yeah, this much is certain. How about you carry me the rest of the way, huh? Encouraged, Jaeger lifted his gaze. Suddenly stopped walking, choosing instead to stand in the middle of the road, with his mouth and eyes wide open and his finger pointing in the distance. Water, he cried, it's water. Are those my enemies across the sea? Water, asked Weiss. Preposterous. I don't see anyone. Oh no, we're hallucinating. Without waiting for a response, Jaeger sprang to life and bounded towards the site. What in the... There's no water, nothing but sand in every direction. Yeah, of course. Jaeger closed his eyes and sighed as Weiss floated up behind him and chuckled softly. Fuck you if you chuckle at me. Whoa, I believe this is known as a mirage, he said. Many a desert traveler have spoken of such a thing. Jaeger shook his head, bewildered. Suddenly he pointed off in the distance. His eyes widened once more. Wait, there it is! I just missed it. Look, it's right there. You're not gonna learn, huh? Jaeger sprinted off again, leaving Weiss with no choice but to follow. After a few minutes of running, Jaeger came to a halt. I could have sworn it was right around here. Confused, he put his hands up to his eyes and rubbed them vigorously. As soon as he stopped, he noticed a blue shimmering pool of clear water just over the next rise. With a shout, he bounded off in search of it. The chase continued for nearly an hour until an exasperated Weiss finally floated up to Jaeger and struck him in the face with his cover. Enough, you blithering idiot. Stop this at once. There is no water here. Okay. There isn't? There is not. And perhaps next time you will listen to me when I tell you as much. Weiss paused for a moment and then continued speaking in a slightly kinder tone. Did I say kinder? I'm a fucking idiot. Kinder. However, I suppose this mad chase was not altogether wasted. It seems we have arrived in the city of the art. Huh? Jaeger looked up. Stretched out before him was a row of impossibly tall sculptures. Ah. They're huge, cried Jaeger, completely forgetting the heat and pain of the past few hours. I've never seen anything so big. My throat's getting dry again. Okay. This is getting ridiculous. Each sculpture was formed from roughly the same shape, a tall rectangle that stretched up towards the sky. Yeah, these are skyscrapers. But that is where the similarities end. Most were covered with panes of glass that reflected the light in 1,000 directions, while others seemed to be nothing but frames of steel. Some had tall spires on their top, while others posed triangular caps. Yeah, these are skyscrapers. What kind of city is this? Said Jaeger. Where are the people? Where are the houses? They lived in them. Perhaps the land is intended exclusively for artistic use. Fuck you. The debate continued as they made their way through the city. Miracles of artistry were everywhere. Great iron crates with wheels sat silent on steel rails. What? They're talking about a train? Or a car? Steel rails. Has to be a train. Beautiful carved works with light red, amber, and green dangles from every street. What are you talking about? The lights? The stoplights? How old are you people? There's no way you're just like a few years old. This is crazy. As they moved away from the massive sculptures, they found a great array of smaller ones. Some were covered in glass or brick, but many were composed of materials they had never before encountered. The sheer variety of colors and styles were staggering. Materials they've never seen before. Interesting. And unable to find a theme or purpose to the abstract work around them, Jaeger and Weiss eventually fell silent. On the outskirts of the city, they discovered 3 sculptures in the shape of humans. Jaeger uttered a sigh of relief as he approached them. Sculptures of shapes of humans. Huh. Finally, I was getting tired of modern art. Modern art? You don't even know what it is. The 3 statues were indistinguishable except for a single word chiseled into their right arms. One read Alpha, one read Beta, and the final one read Gamma. Huh. As Jaeger moved to touch the nearest statue, a bird flew from the top of one of the statues. Oh, I'm getting fucking tired of this. A lighting of statue shoulders emitted a brief, beautiful song that took them the form of the words. Only one form is real, the others are false. The other forms will always speak the truth, and the false ones will only speak lies. The bird departed, as if on cue, the 3 statues shuddered to life, acquiring color and form as if they began to breathe. Hey, look at that, said Jaeger. They're alive. The triplets bowed low before Jaeger. Please, said Alpha. You have to get me out of this nightmare. I am real. I am real. Oh, fuck. That's what the bird meant. Stop lying, said Beta. He turned to Jaeger and threw his hands in the air. Alpha is a fake. You know. Why did I read it like that? Alpha's a fake, you know. I'm the real one. What a load of crap, said Gamma. Beta is a fake. Everyone knows I'm the only real one around here. I'm listening to the music for a second. I need to hang a second. Stretching. Oh god. The respect though. The music started to kick off. Alright, I gotta keep going. The respective pleas given, the 3 statues returned to their frozen state as silence once again enveloped the city. When you consider all of the statements, only one of them could be the real one. He furrowed his eyebrows and considered his answer. I will fucking Google this. I'm not going through this again. Only one of them is real. Only one... I should read this the right way. Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth, and the false one will only speak lies. Oh, fuck you, I'm not doing this. But what's the answer, Google? I forgot I was supposed to be reading this. Though Jaeger's voice betrayed a notable lack of confidence, he was relieved to see Weiss nodding at him. If Alpha was telling the truth, began Weiss in a dry tone of lecturer, Beta and Gamma would be fakes. But in that case, Gamma's claim that Beta is a fake would be the truth. Even though Gamma is a liar, therefore the theory crumbles. Now let's presume that Gamma spoke the truth. That makes Alpha and Beta liars in this situation. However, Beta is calling Alpha a liar, which would leave us with 2 statues telling the truth. Finally, let us assume that Beta is telling the truth. If so, Alpha and Gamma's lies would make sense. Therefore, Beta must be real. Yeah. I really don't give a fuck. Get me out of this, so I can end this recording. As Weiss finished his explanation, Alpha and Gamma crumbled soundlessly into dust, while Beta sprang to life once more. Congratulations, villager, said Wise in a cheerful voice. The time to awaken has arrived. Thank you for saving me, cried the villager. He dropped to his knees, bowed his head as low as he could before an uncomfortable Jaeger pulled him to his feet. Why did you have a dream like this? Asked Wise. Have you been to the city before? You probably lived here. The villager slowly looked around at the bizarre objects and sculptures that dotted the landscape, then shook his head. I don't think so. I mean, it's impossible, right? There's no way I could have been to a place like this, but at the same time, I feel like I've seen it before. Yeah, you people aren't real. I'm sticking to that theory. Deja vu, muttered Jaeger, just like the mayor. The vague sense of unease that struck Jaeger during the mayor's dream spread once more through his mind. Oh, we're free! I spent over an hour just fucking reading.
That was rough.
I am positive I have seen that place before.
I bet you have. You are ancient.
Okay, that's enough. Don't need you getting all weird on me too.
No. We need to hear him.
Okay, there. Now all the villagers can wake up, right?
Yes, if the mayor's assumption was correct. I think I have had enough wordplay to last a lifetime. Thank you
So have I.
very much.
You're telling me. Anyway, let's go see the mayor.
I thought I was a goner there. Thanks for the help. What a strange dream. It almost felt familiar somehow.
Mm-hmm.
What a strange dream.
Alright. That should be the end of this. I was gonna say, there's no way there's another villager that I have to speak to. Alright, sir.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you so much. Here, I have something for you.
Let it be something great. I don't even... This better have been worth it. Oh?
Wow, this looks valuable. I can really have it?
Of course.
What's he gonna use it for?
Apparently a weapon of some renown, but we have little use for it.
Can it be like a normal sword?
Well, we appreciate it.
Thank you again for everything.
And not like the weapon the prince gave us?
I simply cannot bear another of these infernal conversations. Let us save it for another
Oh, wait. Wait, what? Ah, fuck. I am sorry, Whis. I should have judged you. I thought you were just fucking around. Hello again. You know, I've been trying to figure out a way to thank you for saving me. I think I've got one. We're going to put a statue of you. It'll be 10 feet high and made pure gold. How much gold do you people have? Oh, and I know you don't own a horse, but I think we'll put you on one anyway. Horses just make people look heroic, you know. How's that? You don't want a statue? Who said that? Oh, I thought you'd really enjoy it. I would. Regardless, thanks to your tireless efforts, our village is at peace once more. And at peace. Huh? Oh, you're just fucking around. Anyway, I've been thinking about the other things besides bad jokes and statues. I've also decided that we need to start holding the village festival again. We used to have it every year, but the last time I thought it was an old-fashioned or something, and we killed it. But since I'm the mayor, I can start it up again. That's not abusing my power or anything, is it? What's that? You want to hear about the festival? Well, the official name is the Feast of the 3 Days. We call it that because everyone sits around a huge table and eats for 3 days straight. That is fucking crazy. No sleeping allowed. Oh, we hold it on the foggiest days of the year, so it's hard to tell what you're eating. You know, I'm starting to think about that guy in the castle. Were you people eating people? Some of the dishes were delicious, but some are really rare, and well, there's some weird stuff in them. Let's see what you people are eating people. Oh my god, you people are sick. No wonder there's just 3 people in here. Let's leave it at that. Anyway, you'd be pretty surprised what you can eat when you haven't slept for a couple of days. You people are insane. Get me out. I'll make sure there's a room. I'll make sure that a room is prepared for you so that you can be the guest of On. What? You can't come? Fuck no, I can't come. You have to wash your hair? Oh, alright. Well, I guess that's understandable with what? With... I'm getting sick of reading. What with the adventuring and all. Truthfully, I think this town needs more group bonding activities like that. It'll help us get us to know each other. And also promote unity in times of crisis and so forth. Lights cough loudly. How much longer must we bear insufferable flapping of this fool's gums? Let him talk. He just woke up. He probably has a lot more he wants to say. We sighed. This must be what Popola meant by bright and talkative. These people are eating people. And if I'm wrong, I hope I'm wrong. Because, oh, there's audio problems again. Huh? This is a great place to end it. Even so, this is just 2 villagers and a mayor. You people are sick if you're eating people.
I simply cannot...
Alright. Oh wait, I can't even...
I simply cannot bear another of these infernal conversations. Let us save it for another time.
Okay, well... I'm gonna check out the sword, I'm going to save, and then that's just the end of this fucking video, because Jesus Christ. Oh my god, it looks so cool. And it's better than what I'm using. And I can upgrade it. 189! You know what? Maybe this was worth it. Maybe an hour of just talking. Maybe maybe it was worth it. Oh my god, it's so much better than what I was using. Wait, what is that thing? 152. 146, that's not good. 125. 128, still not good. 132. Whoops. 189. Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade this. Now, what's the story? There was once a famous poet in a land to the far, far east. Now in his twilight years, his ability has withered such that he could no longer craft a single stanza or verse. The poor poet spent every moment racking his sorrow for what had been lost. But one day a monk appeared by his side, gently placed a blade in his hand, and impaired the following words: faith. I was hoping it would give me information about the land. Wait, what? This is a legend of a long ago. There is a legend of a long... Am I reading this? I have to be. There is a legend of long ago that speaks of a nation threatened by a great inferno. This nation, however, was saved from eternal hellfire by a sword with the power to freeze anything. Around this sword stood thousands upon thousands of human ice sculptures. Okay. What? That's a way to start a sentence? That's right, this here is the weapon that'll be ending your life. Oh, don't sweat it. There's nothing to worry about. It'll be a pain the likes of which you've never felt before. In fact, you've never even felt the pain at first. You won't even feel the pain at first. Okay. It'd be more like water sliding across your skin. Ugh. A blade feeling like water across the skin is crazy. Honestly, for most folks, it ain't the pain that makes them scream. It's the sight of their own blood flowing out of them. Who wrote this? What the fuck? Nameless blade. What do you got? I ain't reading this. When you upgrade it, it has more of a story? Oh no. Alright, well, I got a new sword. That's cool. I have to check one more time who I have to talk to.
I simply cannot bear.
Alright, can't talk to you. You people are sick.
I simply cannot.
Oh no. Well, what time is it? 1:46? Okay, why not? Oh, it's you. Can I talk to you for a minute? Here, over here. These are my neighbors. I was just telling them about the dream I had. You know, the one you rescued me from. They don't believe me. They say I'm making the whole thing up. Who could invent something like that? I remember the darkness. I remember the screams. Listen, you have to back me up here. They think I'm crazy. They need to understand. Tell them how you pulled me out of the cell, and there was water everywhere, how it was rising so quickly. Part of me was convinced you had rescued me only to let me drown, you know. What? That's sick. I don't want to be drowned. I don't want to drown. People talk about how it's peaceful, but I think they're lying. And tell them about the bodies. Bodies, oh god. There were so many of them. There was room with the beds and the corpses, like pieces of charcoal. I keep thinking about the fire and how hot it must have been. But then I don't want to remember it anymore, so I think about the wine. Only it wasn't wine, it was blood, and it was still warm. Sometimes I can still smell it. I'll be eating a piece of pie or something, and I can smell... All I can smell is the warm blood mixing with the rising water. It's hard to eat now. When I see a table, I think about the feast and the guests and how the carpet squished beneath my feet when I walked. I don't know, it's weird. The pictures are maybe the worst. I keep wondering if they knew they were going to die. And how they could sit still, knowing each stroke of the brush is a step closer to death. I'm getting tired of this. I have one more guy to talk to. Actually, I have a hard time thinking about anything else. I don't sleep much, sleep is hard. I see such terrible things when I close my eyes. Anyways, I was hoping you could tell my neighbors so they'd... Where'd they go? They left a while ago, said Jaeger quietly. Doubtless they find your dream a bit disturbing, said Weiss. Perhaps you could find something else to talk about with them? Such as the weather or kittens. I haven't seen a cat in this game. The villager smiled softly at Jaeger, but the smile soon faded off from her face. As the two of them slowly backed away, they could see tears beginning to fall from the corners of her eye. Yeah, you're gonna be fucked up for life, ma'am.
I simply can't.
Yeah, I know you can't, but we have to. I'm not doing this next episode. Or video, I mean. Oh, hey, it's you, the guy who saved me from that crazy city. It's great talking with you again. You're my hero, you know that? Oh, come on, don't be shy. It's alright. The mayor even said we're going to build you a statue and everything. He meant that? I hear you've been traveling the world. Good for you. Travel's the key to happiness, you know. Whoa. Well, getting out in the world, meeting your fellow humans face to face. I don't like how you said humans. It really changes the way you see things. I think change like that will be vital in the new world that's coming. How's that? Me? No, I never travel. Never left the village, to tell the truth. Still, I like to get out someday. I think our world is dying. You don't fucking think? Seriously, think about it. You've got the black scroll, shades, the mysterious illness, like death dream, it's like something's trying to give us a warning. Like something's trying to plague you from existence. In fact, I'm sure this is a warning. We need to change our ways before it's too late. I'd like to help change the world, but I'm just a simple villager. Not like you guys. You're on the front lines of everything. Rushing in with swords, magic spells, and stuff like that. Hey, I know, maybe we can join forces and change the world together. I mean, with your experience and talent and my, well, whatever I have. Anyway, I think we could really make a difference. This world needs a leader, someone who can unite the people in common purpose. He'd probably have to be kind of tough. I mean, this isn't a world that appreciates calm decisions, you know. He'd also need to be smart, have the ability to look down the road and think about what's best for the future. I bet you'd be perfect. What do you say? You think I should do it? Oh no, that's not. I mean, thanks and everything, but no thanks. I'm not a public limelight kind of guy. I'd rather hang around the background and help from there. You know, like an advisor, a puppet master, or whatever they're called. Actually, I think I'd be pretty good at that. Eager and Wise left before the villager could hand him a copy of his pamphlet, 10 Simple Ways to Save the World. As they walked, Wise pondered openly about the man. I suppose he is what they call an armchair general. Armchair general. Alright. I'm gonna do one more lap around them. Just see if they got anything else to say. And then I'm leaving. I'm gonna save and then end this. Because I was not expecting to be talking for over an hour. I did not know what the Force of Myth was gonna be. At least now I don't have to come back here. Holy fuck. Alright. Oh boy. Alright. This was something. This was a journey. This is where I'm going to end the video. If you made it this far, thanks for watching.